Great security blanket to have, that veteran at tight end. 3rd and 4. Daniels pumps. Field is open. He will take it. Running for a first down into Tampa territory. Tiptoeing down the sidelines. And he caught the sideline out of bounds at the Tampa 36.
New faces in new places. It's going to take a while.
Daniels blitz, gets away. Daniels with room to run. Daniels across the 40. And there's that slide again. Daniels backs away from pressure. Buying time. Breaks away. Daniels going to run. Daniels leaning forward. Helmet off. Hangs onto the ball. Gets a first down. And here comes a flag. Back at it. Daniels with the keep and his first touchdown.
Got Anthony Nelson out here in a tight spot. Gets a little bit too far upfield.
Daniels on the run again, and Daniels will back in. There's his 2nd career touchdown.
Excellent with the execution of that quick game.
5 out of 9 on 3rd down, under pressure, on the move, but he completes the pass to Zach Ertz for a first down.
To your ground as a DB.
Daniels, oh, what a snag at the 35. Noah Brown. Each team with all 3 timeouts. Daniels. Pass is caught, and loose is Noah Brown. The former Cowboy inside the 45.
8.
Daniels keeps, and Jayden Daniels will get another first down.
And Quinn knows he's going to have to score some points tonight.
Daniels lets it go for the first down and plenty more. McCaffrey. Good protection, aired out. McLaurin. He's got it. 1st and goal inside the 5. And it's 1st and goal from the 4. Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown.
Well, you're not kidding. This play fake here, he reads it, and everybody just collapses on the dive back.
Them to reset the play clock, they don't. With 3 seconds left, Daniels flips. He's got another, and this time it's Trent Scott.
Night for Cliff Kingsbury. Nice play fake. Nobody's expecting Trent Scott. Where's that dance? There you go. Got 10 guys on the field.
3rd down and 7. This one is launched from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Terry McLaurin.
47-yard penalty, 1st and goal. And Daniels trying to follow his block. Jayden Daniels to the end zone, and he's got a touchdown. Smiling all the way.
Out here, design QB run, but Noah Brown completely dismantles the edge of the defense.
Jayden Daniels scanning, throwing, end zone, touchdown! Washington. McLaurin hauls it in. Another knockout punch by the Commanders. Cardinal comeback. See how Daniels is at 2-point conversions. All right, you can count it to Zach Ertz. And that deserves a spike.
A lot of man coverage all day.
Looking that direction. Here comes pressure again. 2 Browns ran into each other. Daniels uncorks a deep shot. It's McLaurin inside the 5.
And beater in the passing game.
On 4th down. Free runner. Owusu Koromoa missed him. And Daniels has the first down and more. Down the sideline. It's 1st and goal.
Where he's a designed running back. He's doing it on his own.
He'll launch this time. Down the sideline, Brown! Loads of time left. Daniels got a chip from Eckler to free him up to heave it to McLaurin, who puts a stiff arm into the chest of Newsome. First down. Earlier this year. Play action. Daniels saw Garrett, and he fled. It's a smart choice. Daniels with another huge run, this one for 23.
That's just not normal in your first year.
3rd and 2, and he's got Eckler. Eckler out of the backfield inside the...
Really big part.
2nd and goal from 6 yards away. Daniels back in the end zone.
McLaurin has it.
In the run game, but they've got to get the running game going here.
Here's Daniels over the top, on target to the Baltimore 41-yard line. Noah Brown again.
Level.
That's possible. Here he fakes. Smith coming after him, got the pass. With all that heat in his face, it's Ertz again. That was Roquan almost getting to Daniels in time.
What says you throw it here? If he pops out, give it to him.
Here it is. To the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. The top
City's feeling it as well.
And number 5 is a big reason why. It's Daniels on first down. Huge gain for Daniels. Chunks of yards for Daniels. A double dose.
He's had a couple throws today, maybe the injury.
Barry was way up there. Here's 3rd and 9 and a deep ball. Right back to McLaurin in stride. And he's down at about the 17-yard line.
Chicago's really good in the red zone on defense.
Chicago fortunate to be only 9 down as Daniels throws a strike to Ertz. 2nd and 14. Rushing 5. Somehow he able to get out of it. And look at this. He's going to be right at the first down marker.
This is the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to one last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going crazy. It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland.
He did it.
Oh, this one will be paid back over and over again for decades. The ball tipped by Stevenson. Noah Brown just standing back there all alone.
DC not allowing him to get in goal line.
Daniels, quick pass, caught in the end zone. It's Terry McLaurin for a Commanders touchdown. With him in there, not for 3 people. Daniels fires and complete. It's at the 45, Noah Brown. Boy, they are targeting Brown today. McLaurin just has 1, but his was for a touchdown.
Chips.
McLaurin, top of your screen. Looking that way, the throw. That's Terry McLaurin has his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. Chris Rodriguez in at running back, and Jayden Daniels avoids the rush. The safety blitz, and he'll stop. He was going to slide, and then he wanted to go further, and he gets the first down across the 45-yard line. They can probably take it to that point as Jayden Daniels is wide open, and the catch is made. Olamide Zaccheaus cruises inside the 30 of the Giants.
So Washington has it at the 26. Daniels puts it high in the air, over the shoulder. McLaurin, clean catch.
7-4, and the Eagles are going to go to 8-2, and that will be caught for a touchdown. So Zach Ertz.
Games, though, their last 2 against 2 good defenses. Daniels rips through there, and he's got a first down with explosiveness that we've not seen in a while. 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 3. It is Daniels off the left side with room inside the 10 to the end zone, touchdown. 4 sacks today for the Cowboys. Flag down, Daniels for De'Ami Brown. Climbed the ladder to get it. Let's see what the call is. 2nd and goal. He's got one-on-one with McLaurin. Instead, zips it over the middle for a Zach Ertz touchdown. Eckler's the running back. Leads the way for Daniels. Bounces to the edge and gets 2. Daniels evades the pressure. Now runs. And Jayden Daniels, he has his sights set on the sideline. He'll turn the corner into Dallas territory and kill the clock.
To play in these styles, now they can just unleash the quarterback.
Half a minute, no timeouts. Daniels throws down the sideline for Terry McLaurin. McLaurin is loose. Lightning strikes twice in Washington.
2nd and goal. Daniels keeps it, looking to run at the 5. Nice moves, Daniels with a touchdown. Play fake. Daniels has time. Surveys the scene, looking for McLaurin. He's got him. Touchdown. And the Commanders are pouring it on. It's 20-0. 3rd and goal.
Daniels on the slant, caught, touchdown, McLaurin, his second of the half. Daniels will keep it, looking to throw, end zone, touchdown, Zach Ertz.